is there a shortage of luxury watches right now? Like, I hear that maybe the pandemic caused a little bit of a shortage. Is that true or no?
So one of the other things we do on our website is sort of cover export results from Switzerland. And we noticed a real decline into some of the large markets due to the pandemic. But I think we're sort of on the way back to our 2019 numbers. The last couple of months, we've sort of hit, or Switzerland has sort of hit that 1.9 billion in exports, which was sort of where they were in 2019. But as far as a shortage of watches, I'd say absolutely, especially the watches that collectors are looking for. And I think that's sort of created a real kind of fight between your authorized dealer sort of first-hand market and your second-hand market, gray market dealers. Just to go into the structure a little bit more. So obviously companies like Rolex and Omega, they're not going to go to every city and open up boutiques in all of them. They're going to leverage dealers to sell some of their watches through. So a dealer will go through a certification process and become an authorized dealer of a specific brand, let's say Rolex. And so with that deal that they have, they're allocated a certain amount of watches every time period, let's say every quarter. The problem is the allocations that they get are not meeting the demand for those specific references. So there's a lot of people joining wait lists to try and get specific watches, and it's a real fight to actually get into finding a reference completely new from an authorized dealer. And so what emerged from that is the secondhand gray market dealers who somehow are able to get a hold of these references that people are looking for. But because they know that the supply of these watches from authorized dealers is so bad, they're able to sort of inflate their prices and say, hey, you're not going to find another one of these. You should buy from me and buy at a $2,000-$3,000 markup on some of these watches, right? And so it's become a real big problem, and you're seeing it in a lot of different watches. There's watches that are supposed to sell for, $8,000-$9,000 US, and they're selling for $14,000, $15,000, $16,000 US in the gray market. And I think that's another part of the whole finding a good deal in watches is becoming extremely difficult.
Harder because of the shortage. Did you say gray market?
Yeah, gray market's just a way to describe some dealers who perhaps aren't 100% certified by or backed by a company. I think secondhand market's more like it was new. We bought it from someone, so we have a secondhand watch. The gray market's like I have brand new watches, but I don't have any authorization. I'm not an authorized dealer or anything like that. So you're kind of like scratching your head, like I don't know how you got these, but yeah.
So there's the authorized dealer. Then there's the secondary market, which is basically people that are buying and selling watches. And then there's the gray market, which is like brand new watches that they're not an authorized dealer. So you're kind of wondering how did they potentially get them.